Hey guys, so I really need to talk about this thing today. Okay, so have any of your family members or a thought in your head or friends talking about this whole thing around the holidays, right? Like there's this phenomenon where people are like, well, can't you just set aside your grievance, whatever grievance, problem, whatever it is, and enjoy your time or enjoy the holidays or enjoy the day or whatever. People are in town and you're supposed to just pretend everything is perfect or just that like there's no problems or whatever. And this shit is so old. Okay, this is like, it reminds me of when you're a little kid and like people are coming over to your house and like your parents are trying to clean everything up and trying to make everything appear as if everything's together all the time, and telling you to, be quiet and behave or else, right? It reminds me of that. And it kind of feels like that. And I just want to say, like, even though it's the holidays or whatever, right? Like, it's never a bad time to set boundaries. And like, that sounds so cliche, but I'm saying like, look, I just set a really hard boundary myself. And like, all the feelings come with it, right? Discomfort, fear, sadness, but also a sense of empowerment of like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. Even though it's only once a year. It's only once a year, right? Yeah. It's a pattern of behavior that's just continuing and continuing until you let it not continue anymore, until you set boundaries that don't allow it to keep happening. And I think it's really important that we make sure people know that it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. It doesn't matter what circumstances it is. I'm important. And like the respect that I'm demanding from a relationship is important regardless of what day of the year it is, whatever season it is, whatever circumstance, whatever. You respecting me is not negotiable. And I just set a really hard boundary. I'm going to share about it on Substack, but like with family members, I set a boundary, and I also am opting out of Christmas Eve this year because of many reasons. But the thing I want you to get out of what I'm saying is just like, like setting a boundary with family members is not pleasant. But and you might think that like you're like, if you don't set the boundary right and you just go along with it, you might think that you're taking like the path of least resistance, right? It'll create the least amount of drama, whatever, But what that does is it creates a shit storm within you because you know that you're not being like congruent and in alignment with like what you believe about the situation should unfold, right? So like, and what it does in the long run is really critically important because it allows people to show you who they really are. If you stop making it so easy for people to be in your life and you stop making it so seamless for people to show up in your life, and you actually start acting like in alignment with how it is you believe you should show up, right? Like what feels more authentic to you, right? And you're noticing people don't come around as much, that's on them. Like that's all on them. They are showing you who they really are. And so as uncomfortable and unpleasant as it might be, it's really important for you to act. I'll get you water, just a second, okay? You can climb on the bed and get your Spider-Man one, okay? The spin spider one.
No.
Okay, I'll get the other one just a second. But I think it's really important that regardless of the circumstance or the season or whatever, you act in authenticity with how you actually feel in your gut and like the decisions you make with your spouse, even if that means you're not people pleasing the older people in your family or your siblings or whatever, right? You're not just going with the flow, but you're actually being like, this doesn't work for me. This hasn't been working for me. Me constantly, showing up and delivering my kids to you so that you can see them. It actually doesn't work for me. Like, if you want to see my kids, I might come around every so often, but you can make the effort to come have a relationship with my kids, right? And that can suck. That saying, no, I'm not just going to set shit aside and just, let it be all cheery and bright. That's fake. That's not real. That's like, we all have problems under the surface and stuff. And while you don't want to, make it all about you to be a drama queen or whatever, at the same time, standing up for yourself isn't doing that. Standing up for yourself and saying what you really want to get out of that situation, or in my case, saying, hey, I'm not going to drive an hour on Christmas Eve, get my kids all excited at nighttime and hyped up and hard for them to sleep, drive home an hour and then flip around and do it the next morning. I'm actually not going to do that. Like, I actually want to enjoy the holiday too. So, I put a little flowery stuff in there for my, parents because I love them. But like, I'm still like holding firm to like, yeah, we're going to come for Christmas Day, but we're going to wake up slow. We're going to do our own traditions and then we'll come over, dropping everything in my life and making the holidays all about pleasing other people. That's not even, yourself, your spouse, your kids. It's just not it. And I had to draw that boundary this year, and it's unpleasant and it's uncomfortable. But in the end, me acting in like alignment with how I truly feel inside, regardless of how uncomfortable it is with other people, will allow those people to then show me who they are. Show me how much they want to be in my life. Show me how much effort they're willing to exert with my kids, because that's been a major problem. A major problem in my family is that I'm the only one with kids so far. I have 4 younger siblings, and the only time, almost always the only time that they spend with my kids is during holidays or when I deliver my kids into their laps, basically. And I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. It's like there's people around here, like in my neighborhood, in my community, in my other groups, that make space for children to exist and treat children kindly and respectfully, and just like make the necessary space and accommodations for like children to exist in their childlike energy. And that's where I'm going to be putting my intentions and my efforts and stuff. And while I'm not cutting my family off, I'm still just laying out these real firm boundaries. Like, yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to miss me on Christmas Eve. I'll miss you too. But like, this is just the way things have to unfold. I need to get out of the way and let you show me who you are. Let you show me who, like, what you're all about, because only when we line up with our gut and like what we feel to be true, our intuition, the alignment of our values, only when we are showing up in that space, embodying like what we truly believe in and how we truly believe things should be and not accepting anything less, can then people show up either to meet you where you are, or show you who they are and show you that, like, if it's not convenient for your relationship to unfold, they just won't let it unfold. And be that what it may, man. If it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be. So that's all I want to share with today. It's been on my mind a lot lately, and my Substack will come out soon about that one. I haven't finished it yet, but it won't be today, but it'll be soon. Okay, so don't set shit aside just to people please other people, even if it's the holidays. Stand up for yourself. Make sure you're acting in alignment with your values, because in the end, when you people please and you do things to please other people, you are hurting yourself. You might as well be taking a little knife and just stabbing your soul. That does not do anyone any good for you to fake it. Okay, love you, bye.